So I can't even believe that this is my 50th fragrance review. So when I decided back in 2014 to start reviewing fragrances on YouTube, I knew that it would be a lot of fun, but I honestly had no idea how long I'd be able to do this. I didn't even know if people would watch or care about my opinion on fragrances, and I had no idea. But I'm so happy to be, sitting here for the 50th time reviewing my, 50th fragrance, and, I cannot believe it's been over 2 years, and honestly, it's still so much fun, and I really enjoy it. It's a lot of work that goes into these videos just because of, editing and all, and the time that it takes, but it's just because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so I want to put really good quality videos up on my channel that I will forever be proud of. And I just honestly, have to thank you all so much for watching these reviews and for all the continued love and support that you've shown me in my channel over the past 2 years. I'm truly thankful, and I really just hope that you guys are finding my reviews helpful, because, that was my main goal starting out, was just to be able to create really helpful and informative fragrance reviews. And so for my 50th review, I thought I'd do something different and kind of step outside my comfort zone and the celebrity fragrance lane that, my channel has pretty much been all about for the past 2 years and 49 reviews. So, I feel like my channel is officially over the hill, and it's time that I, start doing something different and, getting into other kinds of fragrances. So that's why I've decided to, for my 50th fragrance review, finally get into designer fragrances. So Viktor and Rolf in the fashion world are known as being kind of wacky and odd, and their fashions are considered a bit avant-garde and, a bit of a kind of a spectacle, for clothing. So only a true fashionista back in the day would have even known of Viktor and Rolf, the brand and the designers. So, they were not commonly known back when they first launched Flowerbomb. The general public honestly had probably never even heard of them before the launch of this fragrance, and that's pretty special because in a roundabout way it kind of put them on this whole other level, as far as being designers, and all it takes is that one thing to push you over the edge, and without a doubt this fragrance did that for Viktor and Rolf. But the funny thing is that initially back, in 2005 when this was launched and before that announced, most people kind of thought that, it would bomb, no pun intended. Because let's face it, nowadays most designer fragrances, the popularity of the fragrance honestly does rely on the popularity of the brand and whether or not people are, buying the products and the brand and the fashions and getting into it and just are knowing it in general. So for a small fashion house that wasn't generally known back in the day, this was a huge step, but it turned out that it was a huge step in the right direction. So although expectations were pretty much really low for this fragrance, when this Flowerbomb finally exploded onto the fragrance world, or in the fragrance world in 2005, it became a huge hit, top seller, big success, just right out of the gate, surprised so many people, and it to this day is still one of the best selling designer fragrances ever. And it is honestly one of the most popular fragrances of the past 10 years, so that's beyond incredible. It's still so popular that just a few months ago I was flipping through one of my favorite fashion magazines from this year, like, you know, an issue from this year, and as I'm flipping through the magazine, I come across a print ad campaign, like the print ad campaign for this fragrance still being advertised in magazines all these years later. Had the scent strip, you know, it had it all, and it's like, it was almost like stepping back in time as far as a magazine goes, because, like, you know, that's almost unheard of, that a fragrance would still be advertised, even though it's like well over 10 years later, as far as, you know, when it was launched. So that told me, if I'm gonna get into reviewing designer fragrances, this fragrance is without a doubt the best way to start. Okay, so now let's check out the now iconic yet fashionably on point print ad campaign for Viktor Rolf's Flowerbomb. Okay, so I'm going to show you all the gorgeous bottle for Flowerbomb by Viktor Rolf. So this is the 3.4 100ml Eau de Parfum for Flowerbomb, and the bottle is just timeless and gorgeous, and it is shaped like a grenade, which I think is awesome, you know, because that's a bomb. But it has a lot of cool features too. So right here up at the very top, it has the little black V and R like flower emblem, and the cap and neck is plated silver, and right there on the front there's a sort of rose gold-esque plate that says Flowerbomb by Viktor Rolf, and it's like stuck to the bottle. And then the curvature of the bottle, like I said, is shaped and cut like a grenade, or like a bomb. So it's really cool. And the color of the bottle comes from the color of the perfume, which is like a rose gold sort of skin tone kind of color, which is very pretty. So I love this bottle. You know, I love everything about this fragrance, but especially the bottle, because this was such a unique idea and very different. And for these wacky, crazy fashion guys that, you know, decided to create this fragrance, this is definitely very much in their lane, and you know, just, I don't know, like, just perfect in more ways than one. So, and this also looks really, really cute, believe it or not. Like, even though it's kind of edgy and like shaped like a bomb, it looks really cute in a fragrance wardrobe. Like, it really does kind of stand out. Okay, so now let's get to the good part. What does Flowerbomb smell like? So I'm going to break down the notes and kind of explain to you what Viktor and Rolf decided to use in their fabulous debut fragrance. Okay, so on the top of Flowerbomb, they decided to use bergamot, tea, and osmanthus, followed by a heart which consists of jasmine, African orange flower, freesia, rose, and orchid, followed by a base which consists of musk and patchouli. So in describing the scent, I would definitely say that this fragrance is, again, no pun intended, floral. Which I definitely think that was the direction that they were going with this fragrance. I did notice online where a lot of people say that it's like really sweet, like sugar, like liquid sugar, just too sweet. I don't agree with that, like, at all, because for me, I think this fragrance has enough floral notes and it's blended so well, and the mix just, I just get a huge, like, floral vibe with, you know, sweet-esque moments, but for the most part, it's floral, it's lovely, it's musky, it's, you know, it's one of those fragrances, like, I I did wear it in the winter. I've worn it in the spring. I've worn it in the summer. Like, you can wear it all year round. Excellent for daytime wear. Like, just perfect. But I would say probably the season that it would be most appropriate for would be the spring, obviously, because it is so floral. And it's such an amazing quality fragrance that a little bit goes a long way. Like, literally 1 or 2 squirts, and that's all you need for the whole day. Like, this is amazing quality perfume, and I guess that's why, because it's definitely stood the test of time. And as far as popularity goes, I think it grows in popularity with with like each and every passing year. So that's why fashion magazines today are still advertising Flowerbomb, because it's just timeless, and it's still very appropriate. Like, it's a very modern day fragrance, but yet it's blended and put together so well that it's almost like a fragrance from another time, but yet it's modern. Like, I don't know, like, it's one of those, it's very mature, and so definitely, a more mature person would wear this, but it still can be enjoyed by pretty much anybody, and especially anyone who's really into fashion. Like, this is definitely something you want in your fragrance wardrobe. So this fragrance often gets compared to La Vie est Belle by Lancôme and Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, and it gets compared to Bulgari and Juicy Couture fragrances. So I think that, getting compared to such fragrance heavy hitters like that just speaks to the quality of the fragrance and the perfume. Like, if you're getting lumped in a category with those, you must be doing something right and smell amazing. Okay, so if you guys are looking to add Flowerbomb by Viktor Rolf to your fragrance wardrobe, and I highly recommend that you do, I know a place where you can find this fabulous, fashionable fragrance at a really great price. So www.usfragranceclub.com is obviously one of my favorite places to shop for fragrances online. They have an amazing selection, for men and women, colognes, perfumes, gift sets, designer fragrances, celebrity fragrances, and yes, Flowerbomb. Now, this fragrance, because of its popularity, the one thing that hasn't changed much is the price of this fragrance. So for most designer fragrances, just in today's world, you're gonna, pay quite a bit. Like, they're worth a lot. And so this, I think, retails for, I'm not exactly sure where, it's still sold, but if you do find it, like in a department store, you're probably gonna end up paying well over $100, especially for a big bottle. But if you shop online, the fabulous US Fragrance Club, you will find this at a much better price, and they do have it in stock, and I think multiple sizes. So this is definitely something that you want to add to your fragrance wardrobe, especially if you haven't already, because it's been so hot, like, let's just say the past 10 to 12 years, that I only see this fragrance getting more popular and more iconic, and just, it has stood the test of time. It's still being advertised in magazines all these years later. Like, it's not going anywhere. So this is definitely something that you want to get into, and you won't be sorry. And it's definitely worth the money. Like, no matter what you pay for it, it's worth the money. But I just love to send you guys where you can get the best deal, and right now, US Fragrance Club has the best deal as far as Flowerbomb goes. So get on over to www.usfragranceclub.com and pick you up a bottle of Flowerbomb. Okay guys, so that's going to do it for my review of Flowerbomb by Viktor and Rolf. I cannot believe that A, this was my 50th fragrance review, and B, that I'm finally getting around to reviewing designer fragrances. Like, I honestly had no idea it would take me this long, but I think it kind of worked out for the best, because it just makes this milestone review for my channel special. So I'm really happy to have finally got all this done, and thank you so much for watching all my other fragrance reviews and for supporting my channel and just showing me all the love that you have. I I cannot tell you how much it means to me. It's been so much fun, and I truly appreciate it. And I hope you guys are finding these reviews not only fun, but informative and helpful and insightful. So that's my main goal. Like, I'm not here to show off a collection or, be silly. Like, I really just want to help you either get to know or understand the fragrances in your world a little bit more. So, okay, well, as always, please connect with me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search at Perfume Dude BB. I'm always here and ready to chat and talk about fragrances and help out in any way that I can. And yeah, thank you guys so very much for checking out this review and being here for all the other reviews. And I'm so excited about everything I've planned in the future, and I'm ready for the next 50. So thank you again, and I will see you all very soon with another fabulous fragrance review. Until then, bye. Go purchase this fragrance, which is in stock now at my favorite store, U.S. Fragrance Club. With over 7,000 authentic fragrances in stock, you are sure to find your signature scent at an incredible price. Buy perfume and create new memories. It's www.usfragranceclub.com.